Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the monthly library talk show where you can find out what's going on at the public library. I'm Elaine Volpe.
And I'm Christine McIntosh.
And Christine, do you want to go first today and tell us what's going on the adult side?
Well, one thing I wanted to talk about is that February is Library Lovers Month, and we're doing a few things during Library Lovers Month. First of all, you'll see our banners posted around the library. In the children's department, we are going to do a Love Your Library by bringing in your loose change. So you can bring in your loose change, put it in our dinosaur.
And everybody loves feeding the dinosaur.
And
even if it's just a penny, we appreciate it.
And then we will use that to buy some materials for our family place area where everyone likes to come and play. Yes. Also, too, we are doing a Fix You Up with a Blind Date book. Of course, because we are the library, we can't, we don't do speed dating, but we will fix you up.
I always thought that would be fun, though, to have like a dating game show.
It would be. So when you come
this is a fabulous idea.
When you come in, you'll see a display, a variety of books. We're going to wrap them up in nondescript paper. You'll see something like I have the what are they called?
Sweethearts.
Sweethearts on it. And you won't know the identity of your blind book date, but you can take it home, you'll check it out. Well, you want to know, will it be fiction? Will it be nonfiction? Will it be mystery? Maybe some poetry or something funny? So take it home, unwrap it, be excited about your date, your book date, and read it. You might be disappointed, but then again, you may end up having a great time with a book that you wouldn't have chosen for yourself. And then with each book, there's going to be a slip with it called Rate Your Date. So you can write anything you want about the book that you read. You're not going to hurt the book's feelings, so if you didn't like it, you can say so. And then you can turn it in, and at the end of the month, well, with each slip that you return, the Rate Your Date slip, it gets put into a raffle. And so we'll be raffling off at the end of the month a few items like movie theater tickets for 2, dinner for 2. So this runs in conjunction with our adult winter reading club, which is throughout the month of February. Each time you read a book, you can submit a slip, and there'll be weekly drawings for that program. So February 10th, there's a Barnes & Noble $25 gift card. On the 17th, a $25 Giant Eagle gift card. On the 24th, Eaton Park, again, $25. And then on March 3rd, there is a $25 gift card to Walmart. And there is a grand prize that Rob is very excited about.
He is very enthusiastic about this.
It looks like an old phonograph turntable. Mm-hmm. So you can turn your vinyl records through a USB turntable. It'll convert it into MP3 so that you can put it on
is pretty cool.
On your digital device. So it's a free contest. Any adult 18 or older is eligible. As with the Library Lovers
blind book date. I just love it.
Yes. So
how bad can it be? I mean, blind dates you never know, but really, how bad can it be? That's a great date.
Yes, and you
go home, break open a bottle of wine, curl up with a good book.
And you may end up, because there's things that people have recommended to me that I'm like, oh, that's not my genre.
Right, maybe you'll discover a new genre.
And that's it. And that's how I've discovered some of my favorite books. So I hope you come in and check it out.
So you're going to tell us what genre that book is, or is it to remain a mystery? Or you don't even know?
No, I do know because I wrapped it up this morning. It's actually an engineering book, and it's not something that I would ever read. And they won't be this kind of stuff, but it was a donation, and so I just grabbed it this morning and wrapped
so there
it
won't
up.
be any engineering books.
No, it will go back. This will go back into the book sale pile. So
great. Well, I love it. So what else are we doing for Love the Library?
Yes, we are selling Valentines. You can buy the Library of Valentine. They're $1 a piece, and on it we would like you to put why you love your library. There's so many reasons. I love this. It's a great
way to decorate the wall.
Yes.
It's a great way to hear about, what people love about the library, because there are so many things. Before I came down, I hope this is okay, I actually took the liberty of just surveying the crowd that was in the children's department. We had some little ones playing this morning, and I'm going to share what they wrote on their hearts. Milena, who comes in weekly, she's one of our favorite patrons, says, I love coming to the library and playing with the puppets in the kitchen. You know how popular that kitchen is.
Yes, the kitchen.
Wow. In our family place, the kitchen area has always been a favorite. She also likes the puppets, so thank you, Milena. The twins, Tommy and Tyler, Tommy says, at the library, I love the trains,
Of course.
Another popular.
Trains are very popular.
His brother, Tommy, I think is here somewhere, or Tyler. I love the library because of Miss Jackie.
Oh,
Isn't
Miss
that
Jackie.
sweet? And as Carla said, I think that people really, we love the patrons, and I think we often hear, not that we're tooting our own horn, that the patrons love us and, our greetings in the morning and just our smiling faces. I think that's so important. And Miss Jackie is, she is wonderful.
Part of our
She
family.
is. She definitely is. So, and then I love the library because of the big teddy bear. I'll have to bring him on the show sometime. We have a humongous teddy bear that the kids love to cuddle with and lay on. It makes a nice cushion when you're reading a book.
He is very large, and
But he is
oftentimes
big.
I find him in his various states of his hoodie's up, his hoodie's
Oh yeah, we got to
down,
dress
and-
him according to the weather.
Yes, yeah.
He needs
love
some pair of
that.
rain boots for today, though. We don't have any rain gear for our bear. And then I wanted to ask Nancy, our dear, dear Nancy, who I guess I can announce is leaving us. She's retiring finally after, not finally, I wish she would never go, but she's retiring after 27 years of service here at the Bethel Park Library. And she has just been such an asset, doing a little bit of everything.
Yes.
She just had so many responsibilities over the years and just did them all so well. So we will miss you, Nancy, dearly. But we are happy that you will be enjoying your retirement by traveling and spending more time with your hubby Tom and
I hope you
and
Tom,
with the grandchildren.
You and Tom come in to see us because I love talking to your husband.
They better. Yes, he's a hoot. And I think she will, because she says that she loves the library because it's filled with great books of every type, wonderful patrons, both adult and children, and a welcoming atmosphere and staff. So I think she will be back.
Well, thank you, Nancy.
But we wish you well, Nancy.
So yes, you can come in and purchase a Valentine, which is one of these hearts, for $1, and the proceeds go towards new books and programming for the library. It's just one way that you can show how you love your library. There, you could also join the Friends of the Library. It's $10, gets you a year's worth, and you don't have to volunteer with the Friends, but the Friends do have opportunities for volunteering.
They help out with the book sale.
They
in
help
April.
out with
It's
the
one
book
of their big
sale. Our
events.
book sale will be coming up in April. It's a very big event. And then also you could send in a donation. You can donate online at the library's website, bethelparklibrary.org, or you can send a check to us. But also, you could just come in and see what the library has to offer. Make it a time. If you haven't been in the library recently, the library is different. We have more than just books. We have ebooks. We have computer classes, a children's program an hour going on.
Usually, yeah.
Yes. So there's many ways you can show how you love your library, and we would like to know what it is that you love about the library.
Please share with us.
Please. And you can share on the website, too. There will be a link on the website that you can say what you love about the library. So hope to see everybody
We look forward to
there.
hearing your responses. So any other adult programming that we need to announce?
No, those are the two big things. Adult Winter Reading Club, and then our Library Lovers Month, which is a
And again, how
national
long is the
program.
Winter Reading Club running? Because I know ours is finishing up.
It's the month of February.
The whole month of February. Okay.
Adult Winter Reading Club is through the whole month of February. So hopefully we'll see you in.
Sounds good. And our Winter Reading Club is actually wrapping up. We ran ours in the month of January. Thank you to all who participated in that. I'd like to announce our bigger programs that are coming up this month and on into March. But first, I just want to say that all of the weekly story times will be starting up again in February. So that's next week. I guess that's February 3rd is what Monday is,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I'm just going to briefly run through those, what we offer weekly. Monday mornings, we have our Giggle and Wiggle, and that's exactly what we do. We giggle and we wiggle, and we have a good time, and we always joke around that it's like the preschool mosh pit. I mean, because we're dancing and they're screaming, and it's a wild time. But it's awesome. It's one of my favorite programs that I do. We offer 2 classes, 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, and you don't need to register. You just stop by and see us. Giggle and Wiggle on Monday mornings, most appropriate for your 2 to 6-year-old.
Okay.
Toddler story time happens on Tuesdays at 10 or 11. Miss Dawn reads stories and sings songs and shares some good times with toddlers. So you're 2.5 to 3.5-year-old, and you don't need to register for that either. Mother Goose will be happening on Wednesdays, again at 10 and 11 time slots. Miss Erin has actually left us just temporarily.
Yes.
She is still with us, but had to cut back on her hours. So I will be taking over her Mother Goose program, and I look forward to doing that. So again, this is between your babies and your toddlers. We say 18 months to 2.5 years. But that's something else that I want to tell our viewers. We are really laid back. It's not like we card you guys at the door. If you're, 1-year-old wants to come to toddler, that's really okay. It's just most appropriate for toddlers. And likewise, if your 3-year-old still enjoys book babies, come on out. It doesn't matter. We're not like that. So Mother Goose is on Wednesdays. Book Babies is still going on year-round, Thursdays at 10. And I know we've been having a huge crowd, and I love it.
Oh, wow.
We've had requests for a second session, so I will be looking into that for the summer. Little Hands Art will be happening once a month in the evenings for you working families who I know enjoy coming to the library and getting your little ones in here, but I know how difficult it is. So once a month in the evening, Thursday evenings, we'll be offering Little Hands, which is a shorter class. It's just one book that we read, and then you do a related craft. Preschool story time on Fridays at 10, 11, and 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Miss Sharon will be focusing on a letter each week of the alphabet. I think she's halfway through, so you guys will be resuming with probably K or M, somewhere around there, midway through the alphabet. And then Spanish is coming back. Hola, amigos. Miss Lynn will be teaching basic Spanish for toddlers and preschoolers starting Friday, February 8th. And Saturday morning Super Kids, I think, is the only other one on my list. Mother Goose on the Loose and Saturday morning Super Kids, just running this month, the month of February. And we do ask that you register for that, just so I can plan on how many, materials to get out.
Yes.
That's a fun class. So I know the weather's been kind of yucky some days here. So if the kids can't get out of the house to burn off some of that energy, you can come on to the library for Super Kids. And we'll exercise a little bit here at the library. So that's a fun one that we used to do a couple years ago, and we're kind of bringing it back.
How is the teen advisory board going?
I have that on my list next.
Oh.
I'm just going to mention one more thing for our little kids. Honey Be Mine story time, of course, on Valentine's Day, which this year lands on Thursday, February 14th. Our story time will be at 7 o'clock. This is really a family program, and we welcome everybody to come out, but probably more geared toward your preschool, like your 3 to 7-year-old. So we'll be celebrating with some Valentine's Day stories, doing a craft, and of course having some refreshments. So Honey Be Mine, you can register for that, please, starting February 1st. So yes, let's move on to the teens. Some fun stuff coming up for the teens, but you mentioned the Lab Club Library Advisory Board. We're still trying to get this going, so we really encourage any tween or teen out there, so you can be in 5th grade or up, to join our board. But we want to know what you guys think. We want your thoughts, your opinions. Tell us what kind of teen programming you'd like to see offered. Tell us what kind of books we should be ordering. What else? We want to hear from you, and we will provide food. We're willing to do that. We will feed you. So our next Lab Club meeting is Tuesday, February 12th. I want to make sure I get the time right. It's a little bit later, but that's because we have other programming going on. We're going to meet at 8 o'clock here at the library. We'll be out of here by 8:30, 8:45. It's just a time, just to initially chat. Let's see what's going on, get some initial ideas on paper, and then we'll meet again in March. So again, anybody in 5th grade or up interested in contributing to our library programming or library...
The library is here for you. Let us know what it is that you want us to do.
Right. So if you want to share your thoughts on that subject, please join us again on February 12th. Okay. Then in March, I'm going to advertise it now because I think it's going to be popular. I want to get the word out. We're offering a Zentangle class. Have you ever heard of Zentangle?
I hadn't until Miss Dawn asked me to get some Zentangle books. And
yes,
I told her I want to come. I'm very interested.
I think we are going to have some staff members at the class, which is fine. A very interesting form of art, and it's used therapeutically in a lot of places. It is a very relaxing form of art. And I'm going to show some examples, and these examples really just look like doodling. And I guess you can call it doodling, but there is a pattern to it. It's structured doodling, if you will.
Doodling. You should see my doodles.
The way it works, I know. The way it works is you do one tile at a time, but then these tiles can come together to form something fabulous. Or you could just do an individual tile. But it's really, really neat. You can find out more information. Zentangle has its own website. You can read about its history and its instructors, and you can get books about it. You can check out books. We're offering the class Wednesdays in March at 6 p.m. I'm sorry, Tuesdays in March at 6 p.m. Here's another one. Our instructor, her son did this. So that's another thing. It's not just, I mean, any age can do this.
Actually, I just purchased 2 books for the adult collection on Zentangle because it's becoming a very popular form of art.
You know, obviously you're going to simplify it for your elementary age student, but they can certainly practice the art just as adults can. So it's a neat thing. But we're trying this out with teens first. So 5th grade and up, if you're interested in learning this new form of art called Zentangle, we encourage you to sign up. Give us a call and we'll get your name on the list.
Wonderful.
Would you rather? You know, I always find some of our most popular programs are kind of like the gross ones. We did a Fear Factor that was a lot of fun and it was very popular. We're going to try Would You Rather, and I kind of got this idea from a book called Would You Rather, and it's just filled with like wacky questions that you can ask your friends. So for instance, would you rather kiss a toad, Christine, or pet a snake?
Oh, I'll kiss a toad any day.
I think, not that either one of them are very attractive, but I think I would kiss a toad rather than pet a snake because I'm deathly terrified of snakes.
If it's a really big snake, I'm okay with it. It's like the ones out in the wild that...
Yeah, I don't care for any.
I will hold the snake, but no, I'd rather kiss a toad. I've kissed quite a few toads.
Well, we are going to have a toad, so if you'd like to come, well,
yes.
I'm going to hold you to that and see if Christine, our library director, really will kiss a toad. We're also going to have, well, I don't know if we're going to have this one here, but I just threw it out here. Would you rather eat fried worms or drink sour milk?
I will drink the sour milk.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I'd have to go with the milk too, I think.
I mean, that would be gross, but...
And people do it. I mean, think about Survivor, what they have to eat on that show.
That's why I'm not on it.
Yeah, same here. So, for all you brave teens out there, if you want to come give some of our bold dares a try, you can sign up for Would You Rather. The wild, obnoxious, and sometimes gross challenges. So if you're up for it, give us a call. And you have to choose one. That's something else I put in the description. No passes allowed. So like fried worms and milk, and you really don't think you can do either one, guess what? No passes allowed. So really, you gotta be daring. Maybe bring your friends, because I think there's like, I don't know.
Yes, it's good to have your friends encourage you to do stuff.
Yeah, so round up a couple of your friends. That's happening again on Friday, March 15th. Teen Cafe is once a month. We had a nice turnout for our first one, but anybody else who's interested in joining, we want to expand the group. Teen Cafe is just a time to come out and enjoy some refreshments, again, on us, and just hang out with your friends. We'll always have a new book display available for you, maybe a new series that just came in to try to get you hooked on a new book or a new genre. But really, it's just a place to come hang out. Get out of the house a little bit and come maybe meet some new friends here at the library.
Because the library is just not for studying. It is for fun. It is for hanging out. So come on by.
It's true. And so the next Teen Cafe is Thursday, February 7th. And I wanted to bring an example of this shoe redo.
I love this idea. I want to see how it plays out.
Yes, so you're going to take an old pair of shoes from your closet and you're going to bring it to the library and redo them. So you will leave the library with a brand new pair of shoes.
I think I'm coming to this program too.
Yeah, I'll have to start searching my closet now, pulling out those old pair of shoes.
Yes.
So Dawn, she's the perfect one to host this program. If you know Dawn, she is a shoe fanatic, and she's very artsy and creative too. So she'll be leading the class, and she looks forward to it. Wednesday, February 13th. Again, this is one that we do ask you to register for, just so that we can make sure we have enough materials. Okay?
Wonderful.
So I think that's it. We're looking forward to American Girl Tea on this Sunday. We actually did sell out once again this year.
Yes, a very, very popular program.
So we're looking forward to that. And if you're interested in American Girl, we do offer an American Girl book club, another one of Beth's monthly book clubs. So you can find out more information about that in the children's department if you are interested. So, but I think that about wraps it up. We're just excited to get started. We need this break, but I find a couple weeks into it, I miss everybody. I miss the kids. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing you again here this month.
And just a couple notes on some fundraisers that are coming up. The winter is kind of a slow time for us. We did do the winter lottery raffle, and we've had a few winners, which was really great. And the library did raise about $2,000, so it's an easy fundraiser for us. April, we will have the book sale coming up, and we'll have more information on a future show about that. And then we will start with our, we were calling them Tasty Tuesdays, but They weren't always on Tuesdays. They were fundraisers at different restaurants. TGI Fridays helped us out. Chick-fil-A. Brewster's.
Brewster's does them. I'm trying to think.
So it's a night where you can go with your family and get something to eat, and the library gets a portion of the proceeds. Plus, we have monthly our Psychic Comes. It's a controversial program for some people, and if you don't believe, or it's for entertainment purposes, and if it's something that you don't want to participate in, by all means, you do not need to, but it's a very popular program. She comes in once a month and does 20-minute readings for patrons for $35, and the library gets 20% of those proceeds. So those are some ongoing fundraisers that we have, and I'm sure we will have many, many more.
I'm still interested to see if I end up in San Francisco in these next couple years, because that's what the psychic told me last year, that San Francisco is in my future.
Well, that would be a lovely place.
It's always been a city that I want to visit, so we'll wait and see.
Well, last month on the show, we got to meet a new staff member, Kelly Beeson. And if you stay tuned, after the break, you'll get to meet another new staff member, Carla McGee. She is our older adult outreach library assistant. So stay tuned.
Cheerleaders at Bethel Park High School, and we have a special invitation for you.
We would like you to join us for the Bethel Park Cheerleaders and Boosters 23rd Annual Spring Fashion Show that benefits Special Olympics Allegheny County.
This year, a special fairy tale themed show will be held on Sunday, March 17, 2013 at Independence Middle School Auditorium. Doors open at noon.
Tickets are $5 for adults and $3 for students. Due to the incredible support of the community for this annual event, all organizers and participants are volunteers, enabling all proceeds to go directly to this very worthwhile charity.
Last year, the fashion show culminated in a donation of more than $10,000, raising the Bethel Park Cheerleading Boosters Association's total donation from the past 2 decades to more than $158,100.
Your support on behalf of this very important cause will help to raise money to enrich the lives of the Special Olympic athletes throughout Allegheny County.
Through your support, these very special athletes will be given opportunities to train and compete in 14 different sports and 23 events throughout the year.
Each year we invite an ambassador to participate in this exciting charitable event. This year we have 2 special guests.
We are pleased to introduce our 2013 Special Olympic athletes.
Here is Emily and Andy. Both Emily and Andy live in Bethel Park and are part of our community and schools.
There is a wonderful afternoon planned with functions from many local widows. Please come to see us smile at the fashion show while you help support Special Olympics Allegheny County, which has done so much to support me and fellow athletes.
There is also a fabulous basket auction and light refreshments. Our primary source of fundraising comes from the basket auction segment of the show, where the baskets are comprised of items donated by local businesses.
We hope to see you at the 23rd Annual Bethel Park Cheerleaders and Boosters Fashion Show, benefiting Special Olympics Allegheny County on Sunday, March 17th, starting at 1 p.m. at Independence Middle School. For tickets, please see any Bethel Park cheerleader or call 412-833-5283. Please support Special Olympics.
Welcome back. I would like to introduce you to our newest staff member, Carla McGee.
Hello.
Hi, Carla. Carla is the newest member of our staff. She started in mid-December, and she is the older adult outreach library assistant, which used to be Mary Mullen's position. So welcome, Carla.
Thank you
to have
very
you here.
much.
So can you tell us and our audience a little bit about your background and where you were before you joined our library family.
Yes, my background is in education and senior services. I was the director for the Leland and Lafferty Centers for Lifespan, which were senior activity centers. So.
Okay, that's great. See, this is why we have her. So what do you see as the most important services that you provide as the older adult outreach librarian?
Well, our in-house services, of course, because it's bringing the patrons into the library, but we also do outreach and homebound services. We're approximately serving 40 homebound patrons once a month. We do book deliveries. That includes 4 high-rises and 2 assisted living centers. We also do outreach with Prime Time Adult Daycare Center. So we really are getting out into the community, and I think that's very important for the library.
It's a very important
And I know you said you were interested in intergenerational programming as well,
Yes.
and that's something that I look forward to doing because I know we've gone to Prime Time in the past and done Reader's Theater and different things, but I think that's important too because I know the older folks love seeing the younger,
Yes,
so good. Well, we'll have to plan that for the summer then.
Do you have any upcoming projects or services for older adults?
Well, the newest thing happening in the spring is the Wise Walks, which has been done through the library before, but Wise Walks is a 10-week walking program. It's targeted pretty much to about 50 and up age group. We're going to have the kickoff on April 25th. It'll be a Thursday morning. And then after that, we'll meet in South Park or on the Montour Trail and walk for an hour. The participants get pedometers, healthy snacks, and just tips and updates about healthy living and healthy eating as we age.
And now tax season is upon us.
And it is tax season.
And one of our very popular programs, services that we provide is the AARP Tax Assistance Program. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
And that is starting right away. We have 2 volunteer accountants that are retired that volunteer for the AARP. They will be here on Tuesdays starting February 5th through April 9th. They are here from 10 to 2. It again targets the senior population, and it does target like a lower to middle income group of people. It is a first come first serve basis, but you can come in, get a number, and come back. But
what time do you recommend people start coming if tax preparation doesn't begin until 10? So what time do you recommend?
We will not be passing out numbers or taking names until 8:30.
Okay.
So I recommend that you don't come much earlier than that because the library won't be open.
So you hear that, everybody? No,
7 a.m.
Don't come
visits.
until about 8:30 because otherwise you'll just be milling around in the hallway. So. And as we've been talking about on the show today, February is Library Lovers Month. What do you love most about the library?
The thing I love most about the library has to be the people. It is a place where you can find infants to, I deliver to a woman that's 101.
Wow.
Books are for everyone, and you can learn your entire life. So no matter what you're interested in, no matter what your passion is, you can find it at the library.
That's so true.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Carla. We're very happy to have you as
I'm
part
very
of our
excited.
family.
Welcome on board.
So come in and meet Carla, and she'll tell you about some of the other services that we have for our 50-plus population.
Thank you for watching, everybody. And as always, if you want more information on any of our other programs or services, you can always give us a call.
Or click on our website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. See you next month.
Bye.